Hello everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance is normal time as usual. Ending with maintenance is all the Brave Exvius Dark Lineage stuff, so that's the side story event, the items for Reagan and Sol, as well as the Master Crowns for Vlad and Phasalis. So if you haven't done those, you have till maintenance to finish that up. Starting this week is Final Fantasy VIII, so we get one new banner unit plus a free unit. So log in, 30 shards for the banner unit. Not premium, their shards are in the shop. Getting some leader skill updates for other Final Fantasy VIII units. So pretty much the standard 100% attack and magic for Kyros, Zell, the NVA, Squall, Cypher, and Irvine. We're also getting Master Crowns for Renoa. So it looks like she's getting a decent boost, but one thing I didn't see in here is she's a dual-wield unit, and she's not getting the bonus chain cap, which is a little disappointing. But other than that, I mean, she looks like a decent amount of boost. I just don't know how much damage she'll really be doing without the bonus chain cap. And then, not sure why they bought it with this news, as this seems to be War of the Visions only. We don't seem to get anything in the Brave Exvius side for this. But I guess they want to convert some Brave Exvius players to War of the Visions with Reagan. Because we're not getting a login. We don't have any kind of War of the Visions collab going on. Unless they surprise us next week with something. But I don't see why they would have just done that news next week. If that was the case. New card. So just the one new unit, one new card. 130 attack, 50% attack, 50% human killer, 500 attack for Final Fantasy VIII only units. So nice card for Final Fantasy VIII. Other than that, unless you really need the killer, you're probably not using the card. And then we have our events. So Ruled by Hatred is how we get our free unit. So standard free unit farm there, the 8 different quests, each one dropping something different. And she is a super limit burst unit. So Super Trust, accessories, 67 magic, 34 spirits. She'll get 500 flat magic. Everybody else can get 2 LB per turn and 100% fill rate. Regular Trust, 100% fill rate and 100% Esper stats. So, okay stuff there. I mean, she is a free unit. As far as what she gets, she's got decent amount of elemental stuff. So we get Ice, Dark, and Light in the kit there. She does get Nullify Spell for 1 turn, which could be useful here and there. Gets a standalone focus. She can 83% break 1 enemy for 5 turns. Gives her a tiny buff and mana back, which is nice on the mana back part. She can buff her LB by 80. Plus that has the star magic on it, which is nice. 130 human killer for the party. Yeah, 50% physical and magic mitigation. Only 2 turns. Nothing too great there. The barrier might come in handy though. Double hand mage unit. And then she has a bit of a selection for spells. So she does have some healing stuff, which is kind of nice. And then we have just about all the elements. Reflect could be handy as well. Regular limits, Rod Whip throwing down 20%, 80% Spirit Break, 130 Dark down, and 150 Dark Magic. Bolting Frames. She adds 80 to that. Super, 25 on the Weapon and Peril, and we get 80 on the defense and Spirit Break. 130 Dark still, and it goes up to 250. So with 80 modifier, we're looking at 330 on her limit. Also locked to dark, although some of the others are locked too. But being magic, we can't boost her artificially with like Titus's Garb and stuff either. So okay free unit. She'll definitely have some uses, especially for the Final Fantasy VIII lock stuff. So definitely worth getting just because she is free and all. And then we have our other events. So King of the Tonberries, get Irvine's necklace from 68 attack, 500 flat attack for Irvine, and 10% mana per turn. So definitely worth getting for Irvine for sure. And then we have Servant of the Sorceress from the future. So this is going to be upgrading the weapon from the 5-star base Renoa. And maxed out, that is 93 attack, 228 magic. She'll get, Renoa will get 1000 flat magic from it, which is nice. 50% human machine killer and 50% dual wield could be handy as well. But the 1000 flat magic is the nice part there. And then we have the Master Crowns for Renoa. So pretty standard there. Go through, get the 4 crowns, max her out. Can only use Final Fantasy 8 units for that. So we'll see how that one goes. The others didn't have any locks on them that I could see from the banner pictures, so we'll see what they have for missions and everything. And then the main event is a raid against the Tonberry. So standard stuff there. They are bringing back a bunch of some of the older items though. So fist, a little bit of a killer. I mean, it's one-handed fist there. The throwing accessory, again, a little bit of a killer there. Force armlet, probably not being used too much. Elemental defense junction, could be handy with 25 to everything. Eva Junction, I've used this quite a lot in the past before we got the Clash hat and everything for evasion plus a little bit of provoke. Luck Junction is definitely worth getting. That's very handy for any kind of farm team just to have it on somebody. Dragon Killer, only 50%, nothing too special there. We get a lot of Dragon Killers. Fury Killer with 30% attack and magic could be a little handy on that. Not as many Fury Killers as we have Dragon Killers. GF Extension, I've used this quite a lot before getting Ihana's Trust. So nice that they're bringing some of that stuff back. And then bonus for that's just going to be the Final Fantasy VIII category tag. Usual bonuses and everything there. And then we have the actual banner. So Irvine is the unit for the week. So just like Final Fantasy VII, they're doing it. So next week we should see Squall, who is the big Final Fantasy VIII leader. He does Final Fantasy VIII and light units. But for this week, we just get the Irvine banner, and they're doing the treasure summon as well. So you can pick out one of the items if you go through that. 10 tickets total to Pitium if you want. So he's also Super Limit Burst unit. Super Trust, two-handed gun, 223 attack. He'll get 500 flat attack and 75% machine and beast killer for anybody. Regular Trust, just the materia, 50% attack and 50% bird killer. And he has 100% attack and magic for Final Fantasy VIII units. So looking at his kit, he looks kind of like Regina, where he can cast stuff 5 times, can only pick out one thing. So he boosts up his one cooldown there, but that's not his best damage. His Limit Burst and Super do 0 damage, but they give him a bunch of buffs. So one is a modifier for his one finisher, but the other thing is it unlocks a finisher move for 1 use, and that's his best damage. So that is this move here with Ignore 50 and almost 2,000. So you're looking at somewhere around 3,700 or so modifier, which is pretty decent finisher. I didn't see anything in the kit to actually boost that. All his other boosts go to the multicast one that you can get over here that you just power up. But fully powered, I think this is only like half the damage or a little bit less than half the damage of his unlock move. So really, you're just using this for all his buffs. He does get 40% gun and peril on demand, which is super nice though. But for the main damage, definitely using the unlock move, which means you have to use his limit or super first. Looks like an okay finisher unit overall, but with Squall coming next week, probably with the big leader skill and everything, most people are probably going to want to hold out for Squall. As far as myself, I think I'll just use some EX tickets. There's still some other units that I would like to get a first copy of or multiple extra copies of. But I'm not going to be pulling directly on this banner. I've been saving some on-banner tickets for Squall. Just want one copy like I did with Zach, so we'll see how that goes. Probably next week, but for this week, just EX tickets and random pulls for the free stuff. But anybody that does decide to pull, good luck to you. And that's pretty much all we have, so we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.